actually see that on TikTok.
Yeah.
I did actually see that on TikTok.
Yeah, this is not the first time either, right? Because in Brazil there was a case of that too.
I never had that problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know, bud. We know.
Yeah, because you don't
But
pull.
Because you can't pole vault, right?
No, I did pole vault.
Oh.
Oh.
I was the pole vault
With your
state
height?
champion 2
With
years
your
in a
height?
row.
With your height?
Well, yeah, I was the only person that did it, Leah. So for like 2 years, I was the only person that did it.
How do you pole vault
shaming.
being a tiny?
I know, right?
Wow.
Huh?
I got a question,
Tiny?
Carrie. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's a serious question, actually. How does it feel to, like, when you're in the air after vaulting?
The first few times it was nerve-wracking because part of the technique is when you drive the pole into the ground, it kind of snaps you up.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like that at first, but I got used to it.
Okay,
Well-
so you never really enjoyed being in the sky. Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. Hello.
Jeez, hey, listen, we're out here. We're recording now, by the way.
Oh,
Hello,
shit. Okay.
future self.
It took us
Fu-
18 minutes to get here.
Future us.
We're good.
Hello, future me. I'm innocent.
Don't believe
What
her.
are you
Don't
playing?
believe her.
What do you
Don't
mean
believe
you're
her.
innocent?
What are you planning to do?
Anyways.
And let me in on it.
Well, listen,
Nora,
after the Mickey
peek
Moose,
through.
I felt inspired, so.
Um,
Mickey
amazing.
Moose? You haven't
Should
seen
we-
Mickey Moose?
Should we introduce ourselves for the for the recording, or is it like
Oh,
personal use?
yeah, we should. I mean, I don't care. It's gonna be on YouTube, but it's not like whatever.
Yeah.
But we can in case somebody else listens to it.
Mickey
Great.
Moose, Gary.
Mickey Mouse.
Delicious.
Hi, I am Robin. I'm currently playing Renee. That's all you need to know.
That's it. We're gonna go from bottom to top on Foundry. Leah, who are you?
Oh, shit. Hi, I'm Leah. I'm playing Reverend James Caldwell, and I'm the inventor of the Mickey Moose.
All right,
God.
Carrie.
Hey,
Jesus.
I'm Gary. I'm playing Jim Jones.
Not that
Yes.
Jim Jones though.
Not that one.
No, yeah.
But
Be
what if,
very
though?
clear.
What?
What if though?
What if?
Ivan.
Hi, I'm Ivan. I'm playing your favorite senator, Clayton Buchanan. Elected 10 times.
Always stayed Senate, never went up.
Zero opposition though. Never had an opponent.
No, I was in Washington. Okay,
Okay.
Georgia's senator.
But not our Georgia. Georgia, who are you and what are you playing?
Hi, I'm Georgia, and I'm playing Dr. Poppy Morris.
And this is our second session. The first session she tried a southern accent, by the way. I just gotta put you on blast.
Which is... Oh, you cannot! No, that never happened! That never happened!
It is
No recordings of it
retcon.
exist!
Holy fuck. And I'm Tim. I'm the GM.
My accent...
And
Tim is also very
cat
lovely.
wrangler.
Oh yeah, he is the cat wrangler.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyways. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So, picking up precisely where we left off last session. That's what I'm looking for. Right there. Okay. We see 1 month earlier flash across the space, and what was black now slowly fades in, and we see Reverend James Caldwell sitting at the foot of a bed. The room around him slightly out of focus, but we can tell that it's wrecked. The back wall, where his right shoulder is pointing, is completely gone. You can see small burnt edges at small bits of wood and insulation as if that piece of wall just burnt away at some point. A single blue tarp kind of shifts and moves from the wind that's blowing. We can hear distant moaning of walkers, of the Walking Dead. Reverend, this is one of many recently places that you have hunkered down to sleep since, well, the world ended. You just awoken maybe 10-15 minutes ago, still wearing the same suit you were wearing the day everything happened. You wash it when you can. But you look around you. You can see on the floor next to your feet are 2 empty cans of refried beans that you had for dinner last night. The last of your food. What is Reverend James Caldwell thinking right now, 2 months into the end of the world?
And this is also before my injury, right?
Yep.
How far away are the walkers?
They're very distant. Like they're at this point they are permanent ambiance no matter where you are.
The first thing he would be doing is getting his rosary and looking around, playing with the beads a little bit. This how far from how long was it that the thing happened at the mass?
It's been 2 months.
2 months. And he looks around. There's nothing but himself.
Yeah.
And the 2 cans of beans that it was the only food he could muster. But what really gets to him is 2 months ago, he stood in front of a church where he was responsible for that parish. People would come to him for aid, for advice, words of wisdom. Sometimes they would come to him out of desperation. Sometimes they would come to him in thankfulness. And now looking around at a half-destroyed room, it's just him. There's no one to guide. There's no one to help. And he holds the rosary close and like press the beads between his fingertips. And at the brink of losing it, he stands up, grabs his things, looks around for
As you
a way to move on.
stand up, in the distance you hear several gunshots suddenly ring out. And you look over in the direction, you can see by the bed, a bedside table with a lamp on it. Above that, there's a small square window. You hear another couple of shots. One hits the wall of the house on the exterior. You can hear it kind of ping, ricochet. And then you can see a shadow rushing towards the window. Before you even have a moment to react, the window shatters as you see someone leap through it, You can see a streak of blood kind of follow them, spattering across the bed as you see someone just kind of fall and sprawl onto the ground, as the glass kind of falls all around them, a gun in one shaky hand, and they don't even seem to notice you. They just kind of immediately put their back against the wall, using one hand to hold a wound on their leg, while they have the other hand on a gun, and they're just kind of peeking up over the window as you hear more gunshots ring out. You can see this individual, a tall man in his early 30s, dark curly hair, stubble, and a muscular frame. He is dressed in a black hoodie and jeans. Let's see if this will work. You see this man.
Oh shit. Okay.
He just kind of takes a moment, kind of catching his breath as you hear more gunshots, ting 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 ting, just pelt against the house. You just hear shit, shit, and at this point he kind of turns and looks at the room that he's in, and you just lock eyes with him. He points the gun at you.
I'm not here to hurt you, son. What is going on? Do you need help?
This is great. Are you a priest guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool, great,
Forever.
incredible. I'm locked up with some bad people, and I finally was able to get away. He like looks down at his leg where you can see very clearly he's been shot.
Are there any like fabrics that I can do, like because I would know that. I didn't finish med school, but I went 3 years, so I would probably know how to do some quick first aid.
Yeah, absolutely. You see the pillowcase on the pillow that you used on this bed. You kind of rip that off, and the seam is already kind of a little weak, and you just like tear that, kind of tearing the pillowcase in two. Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Yeah, well, that's why I was saying the other day. Let's go. Hey,
Okay.
I'm gonna push it.
You're gonna push it? Okay.
Yep.
You will gain a stress.
That's fine.
Okay, but you don't mess up. You easily create a tourniquet, tie it tightly around his leg. You kind of hear as he screams. The gunshots, two more ring out. You hear them closer, and you see he just kind of through gritted teeth looks at you and just goes, well, Reverend, did you say, are you any good with a gun? There's only two of them.
Really, but I can point and shoot and try.
Great. He reaches behind his hoodie and pulls out a second gun, pistol, and hands it to you. They won't be expecting a second guy.
Right. We need to get out of here. What's your name?
Well, my name's Michael Reed. I think that, I guess that's all you need to know. It's the end of the world, right? You don't need to know anything else. Can you help me up?
I never need to know more than what people are willing to give me, so.
My leg's really busted. Thank you. Okay. You kind of help him up as he wraps an arm around your shoulder. The gunshot, you now can hear, like, audibly hear footsteps kind of approaching that window he crashed through. and he just kind of nods towards the doorway that leads into the rest of this abandoned house, and just says, maybe the front door, since we're in a room.
Yeah. Do you think you can walk? Do you need my help to
I
balance yourself up?
think I kind of need your help there, Reverend, if you don't mind.
Okay. All right. I'll put my arm around him and to balance him as we walk out.
Okay. He kind of like puts his weight on you, transfers the gun to the other hand, as you kind of help him limp towards the front door, at which point you just hear, "We know you're in there, Mikey. Come on out. We're gonna need them guns back." You kind of see him kind of pause for a moment. So he just says, "Oh, Reverend, I hope you're right with God, because I don't know, these guys are nasty."
I had to rethink a lot of things in my life in this past 2 months, son. I'll try not to kill them. Maybe give some injury here and there may help me, God, but, to allow us to run. But if you feel in yourself that you have to kill them, I'll say a prayer for you.
Hey, that's great. That's great. I mean, what was it? But the one who endures to the end will be saved, right, Matthew?
Yeah.
Hey, let's endure. And he like slowly, with your help, limps towards the front door. As you hear now that tarp being ripped down in the room you were staying in, you reach for the door handle, open it, and you see as you step out into the front, like walk-up patio of this home, all those gunshots have alerted all of the walkers in the street, and they are slowly moving to you.
Is there like a piece of metal wood that I can get that is not a gun, but that does blunt damage instead? Anything like a beam or anything that I can
it looks like
carry?
it looks like when the apocalypse happened, they were planning on doing renovations to this home. You can see like very easily wieldable like 2x4s right in front of the garage of the home.
Perfect. I'm gonna get one.
Okay.
And I'll look at Michael's like, sometimes the guns in this particular moment they're not the best thing. They are loud. And the demons, they hunt through sound.
The demons.
So, yeah, the things.
Oh, that makes sense actually.
So if there's another one, I'm gonna give him a second one. Try not to use a gun.
Ooh.
Smack them hard.
Okay.
I mean,
he takes
against the demons, right? Not against the living. What am I saying?
Weird times, Reverend. Weird times. The walkers are now within touching distance. What are you doing to fight them off?
Bonking them with the beam thing that I just got.
Amazing. Go ahead and give me a close combat. You can count this as a cane attack.
Okay.
Amazing. 2 successes. You easily crack the skull of 3 approaching walkers as their heads explode like a balloon filled with potato salad. You can see Michael kind of swings and falls onto his side after putting too much weight on his shot leg, as the plank of wood clatters to the asphalt of the road, and you are able to rush over to him as two more walkers are moving in his direction, but you also notice out of the corner of your eye, slowly walking around the back of the house, are two people.
Yeah.
Wielding handguns, wearing what looks to be like hunter's camo, coveralls. You see Michael kind of winces in pain as those two walkers approach him. Are you trying to just pick him up and run, or are you going to try and fight these two walkers off him?
I want to... Because he can't run. So I would have to carry him somehow. How big is he?
He's a pretty tall guy. He's tall but lithe. He doesn't have a lot of muscle. He has no fat.
Would I be able to put him on my shoulder like fireman style and run?
Yeah. Given your strength, I would allow you to attempt it.
Okay. So I'll do that and look back at the guys with the gun and say, "You better run because they are coming for you too."
As you say that, you see they both kind of lift their guns up to fire, and you see they hesitate as they see this massive crowd of walkers that are just active here in this subdivision, awoken especially by the gunfire that ignited. You easily kind of heft him up and just rush from the two walkers approaching him as you just hear as he screams out in pain as you disappear away from those two guys in between two houses, make your way through a kind of separated chain link fence and continue on past out of this little neighborhood. You carry him for what feels like a mile before he just goes, all right, I think you put me down now, Reverend. Thank you.
All right, yeah. Carry this piece of wood.
Yeah.
Against the walkers, there's no better thing.
You don't happen to have like pain medication or anything, do you?
Unfortunately not. All I had was 2 cans of beans that last me a week, so.
Oh, great.
Whatever's happening spares no one, son. No one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna ask what your problem is with those people. I'll leave that to your judgment to whatever.
Well, I can tell you the truth if you want it.
Well, that's up to you, son.
We were inmates. Everything went to shit. Power went off. All the cells opened. Everyone just kind of walked out.
So they're hunting you now for what?
Because I stole from them. They are bad men. Very bad men. I was just in prison for, larceny. What they wanted to do, now there are no rules. I needed to get away.
Is it lying to me or is it being honest?
That is a great question. Go ahead. Oh, what would this be?
What would this be?
I felt like there was a thing for this.
No, there isn't. I was looking at my skills and I was like, what would this be?
Give me an empathy check. Just straight empathy.
Great. I'm used to reading people. It's part of my job.
You got the success on the stress die. That's incredible.
Yeah, what happens?
No,
The success.
you know the stress die. The cool thing about stress mechanic is that it gives you an extra die, so you have an additional chance to succeed. But
Oh,
you
okay.
also have that chance of really fucking
A
up.
fail. And the stress die only counts if it's a failure, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Because that is bad. Okay.
You see, he looks at you, and you can tell from his body language he doesn't have a reason to lie, especially to the person who kind of just saved his life.
Okay.
But he does look at you, kind of swayed by just your presence, and just goes, "When we got out, we didn't know what was going on. The guards, they left. They didn't tell anybody."
So they just left you there. Fend for
Yeah.
yourselves.
We're inmates. Why do they care?
You're people.
You've never been to
Whatever.
prison, have you?
Well, no.
We found this family. They brought us in. They didn't know. We had already changed clothes. And those two, they're bad men, Reverend.
Right. Well, I'm glad that you crossed my path.
Me too. I didn't think there would be room in this world now for kindness.
That's all I know, son. Though, I suppose part of me will have to adapt. I don't think I'm gonna be as lucky as I've been so far. And have people that actually look at me and have a modicum of respect. So, thank you for that. For not shooting me.
I mean, I grew up Baptist. To shoot a holy man feels like a hell of a sin. Those, they talked about a campsite around here. One of those guys said that his brother was like an end timer, like a doomsday prepper, and he had a campsite near here. Might be worth checking out.
Have I heard anything those 2 months to corroborate what he's saying?
You've encountered a number of people that was able to share some information, some knowledge with you. Most of the people you've encountered have been like doomsday preppers. They've been waiting for the end of the world. So you know people like that exist, but specifically a campsite, no, it's not anything you've heard.
Well, in this present circumstance, even a rumor's worth checking.
Alright. There should be like an RV park that, from what he said, has like a pathway into a wooded area. There's supposed to be like a spring, or maybe it was a pond. I don't know. My head's a little fuzzy. I got shot today.
Yeah, well, I did what I could for that. Not I went to med school for a couple of years, and then I left. But I learned a few things. That's the best I can do for you, son, before we find someone who actually actual medical expertise.
Well,
Looking at him, do I feel like he can't survive, or is this the case of if he doesn't find some real medical care, he's gonna die?
when you were wrapping it with the cloth, it was in and out. So the bullet's not stuck in there.
So he's gonna be injured, but he's not gonna die.
He's gonna be injured, but he's not at the
Okay.
presently he's not at the risk of dying. Oh, do you mind if I get that gun back from you?
Sure.
I would rather have more ammunition, if that's all right.
Try not to shoot it.
Yeah.
The noise attracts the demons.
He takes the clip out of the gun, pulls back the slide as the other chambered round pops out, and then he tosses the empty gun into a nearby ditch filled with like sitting water, and then he saves the magazine in his pocket next to the other gun that he has. Well, shall we?
Yeah, let's get moving.
All right. You travel for a bit down one of the side, kind of like county roads here in Georgia, until you do begin to see signs of an RV park coming up. You reach a point where you see the noticeable gravel entrance to this RV park. Largely looks abandoned, but you can see about 8 or 9 RVs parked here. And as you kind of round the bend to fully see into the RV park, you can see about 15, 20 walkers just milling around. And he kind of like stops for a second and just goes, shit.
I didn't think this is the right RV park we're looking for.
No, it has to be. We can try and sneak around them, right? Do you know how stupid these things are?
Yeah, they're not very good at being fast or seen, but let's try not to make noise.
I agree.
They have very good hearing.
It looks like if we hug the right, we will we'll have the furthest away path from them.
Alright.
Alright.
Lean on me if you need.
You got it. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Yeah? Yeah, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Nope.
Okay.
Well, this is like technically me now before like after the injury. This was me before the injury, so but you know.
What's your drive?
My drive is rebuilding people's faith in anything.
Do you feel like that would
Yes.
apply here?
Yeah.
Roll 2 more die.
'Cause- Oh shit. Okay. Just to click on agility again, I guess? No.
You can just do 2 more d6s.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Okay. It's very hard to get a 6.
You allow him to lean on you, and you see that he has a kind of an almost like feline like grace to him. Very quiet, very slinky, even like holding on to you with an injured leg and a limp. He's moving a bit more graceful than you are. There's a moment where as he's on the right hand side of you, you walk past one of the various RVs around the back of it, and you feel your leg poof, just slam right into the trailer hitch of one, just metal on shin bone, and you can't help but kind of let out a grunt of pain. And oh, are you all right? What was that?
Oh, I just hit my knee. Ah,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not as graceful as you are.
Well, I hope you're fast. And you see what he's looking at, and you can see the zombies are now moving in your direction. We just gotta make it towards the woods. If I go down, I go down, but maybe you'll find something good. Let's make a break for it.
Right, okay.
Go ahead and give me a mobility check.
Yeah?
Mhm.
With the new stats, I probably was better back then.
Okay. You break off in a dash, and you see, even though he's limp running, Michael passes you, and you kind of look over your shoulder at one of the walkers who's like nearest you, uncomfortably close to you as you like clutch that 2x4 tightly in your hand, which causes you to miss one of the walkers that's crawling from out underneath the next RV you're about to run past, and you full on trip over its body. Boom! Doof, you slam into the ground, rolling in the gravel a few feet before sliding to a stop, dust and soot kind of clouding around you. You kind of let out a cough as you see 3 walkers, including the one crawling on the ground, now reaching and grabbing for you, tearing at your pants leg.
Do I still have my wooden stick?
You do still have it. You kind of have it there at your on the ground next to you, and as you're reaching to grab for it, you hear 3 shots ring out as those 3 zombies' heads pop, and you just hear Michael yell out, "Come on, Reverend, get up!"
Right. I'll use the stick to try and help myself up
Yeah,
because my knee's probably still hurting.
You help yourself up, and although 3 are dead, now fully the rest of them are following you 2 into the woods. You see Michael kind of, oh, that was close.
But guns are bad.
I know, but it was that or you get eaten.
No, that's fine. I'm thankful. Let's try to, I'll try to be less. I'm not used to this. This running and thing.
Alright. He turns and you both begin to follow the path deeper into the woods. The sound of moaning zombies getting quieter behind you as you are moving faster than they are currently. And you come upon what looks to be a torn down, what looks to be like a 10-sheet wall. Like a wall made out of sheets of 10, the metal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I knew I had to clarify. But it looks like a piece of it has been torn down, and you can see evidence of movement recently within it.
And anything useful that catches my eye at all?
You step in with Michael as he begins to look around, and he just goes, "Fuck. God damn it. Sorry, Reverend. They've already left? I assume. I mean, if they were dead, they would still be here, right?"
or they would have become one of them, demons.
That's true too.
I've witnessed. Sometimes it can be really fast.
Well, maybe they left behind some supplies or something. Just have a look around.
That's what I was gonna do.
All right. He kind of like splits away from you to look around for a bit. Go ahead and give me a scout check or survival,
Yeah, my...
your choice.
Oh, survival, definitely. Hey!
All right.
Hey! I got a skull on the stress die.
You begin to look around. You see Michael kind of kicking a few cans around, kind of muttering under his breath. You look over at an old tent, where you can see outside of it, kind of is what mostly caught your eye, were two already opened metallic first aid kits. You immediately kind of kneel down and begin to look through. They're both wasted. There's nothing really of use in either one of them. You kind of push the flap open on the tent, and you can see inside of it what looks to be a dirty, like matted blanket, like one of those like really hot like wool blankets to keep you real warm.
Yeah.
And you can see a little wooden stool that looks like a stool that you would see in like an RV to like prop your feet up. And set atop it, you see a leather-bound journal.
I'll reach out for it. Flip it, see what the contents are.
Absolutely. You flip it, and you see this. Let me know if you see anything.
Yes, I do. Okay. I'll flip around like some of these pages, trying to skim the contents. Is there anything that catches my eye in like a very brief glance, or would I have to actually take my time to read this?
The final entry catches your eye. January 8th. Or, well, actually, I think my dates are wrong here. Whatever. I haven't fixed this.
Yeah.
You see the last entry. This reads, "We heard a rumor about a safe haven in Valdosta. A place with walls and security. It sounds too good to be true, but we're desperate. We've decided to make the journey. It's a long shot, but what else do we have? This will be my last entry for now. If anyone finds this, know that we tried our best. Maybe Valdosta will be our salvation. P.S. I stashed some supplies buried by a stump near the fire pit. Sarah always told me that we must help our neighbors."
I'll close the journal real fast, go back outside, and try to alert Michael. Something near the fire pit.
You see he puts a hand up to his finger as he's kind of like near that collapsed wall, and just kind of nods towards the now approaching demons, as you called them, and he just goes, "Okay, whatever it is, find it, and we gotta book it."
Right. I'll go towards the stump near the fire pit and just try to dig for the supplies.
You do. You kneel down and begin to dig at the fire pit. This stump near it probably was used for seating, and right at the base of it, you begin to dig, and you feel your fingers scratch along something metallic, and as you pull the heavy soil away, you see a large metallic military footlocker, and you kind of like grab it from the handle atop the lid and just pull it from the dirt as it all kind of falls back into the hole and unclasp it, and open the lid, and you can see bottles of water, dried meats like beef jerky, crackers. You can see 2 MREs, which are meals ready to eat. They're military, like packaged meals.
Yeah, I know what MREs are.
You can see first aid supplies, peroxide, bandages, and you can hear.
Is the box heavy to carry, or could I carry it?
You could carry it. It's definitely heavy, and you're gonna need to take breaks, but you can carry it. You kind of close it as you hear Michael go. That is a great find.
Right, we have to go.
Yeah,
We have to go.
we really do.
They say something about Valdost in his journal. Apparently, there's a safe haven there. That's where we should go. I have no idea how far away from it we are, but
Valdosta?
yeah.
That's great. He looks over his shoulder towards the now approaching zombies. You can see them falling over the walkers. Yeah, thank you. You can see them falling over the collapsed wall, pushing past some of the dead trees, and now fully making their way in the camp. And he just looks back at you and just goes, Reverend, my leg's real bad. They're easily going to catch up to us. So...
I can carry you.
You can't carry me in that box. But... I can give him a reason to slow down. A gunshot rings out, and white-hot pain shoots through your body as a bullet flies through your kneecap. As Michael Reed shoots you right in the leg. You collapse onto the dirt, your vision going white from the pain as you just kind of fall into the soft soil. Ash from the discarded campfire billows out into the air. And your vision is blurry as you look over and you see Michael bend and pick up the box. And he just says, the one who endures to the end will be saved.
I will get my... Do I have my stick with me?
You are in shock. You are essentially to the point where you have taken 3 damage mechanically.
Okay.
You kind of like reach for it, you feel your fingers just touch it, but you know you're losing blood quickly. And Michael picks up the box, pockets the pistol, shakes his head, and begins to limp off away from you. As your vision goes black. What does the Reverend think in this moment?
I wanted to start, like, am I passed out, or do I still have any strength to move?
I'll say this, give me an endure check. Your vision goes dark. And then you feel your adrenaline kick in. You know you can't stand. You turn and put yourself on your side and then roll over onto your stomach and begin to dig your hands into the dirt and crawl away from the walkers. Yeah. As you feel them approaching. Pain shoots through your body. Every piece of movement, every fraction of energy expended, you feel bad. You can hear them getting closer. And I'm
reaching out for my rosary.
Yeah.
And as I'm crawling with one hand, the other, I'm just saying, Lord in heaven, pray for your servant Michael Reed. Command him to your mercy. For his sake you came down from heaven, receive him now into the joy of your kingdom. For though he has sinned, he's not denied the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, but has believed in God and has worshipped his Creator. Amen. And I'm just crawling, knowing that with his leg, he might not survive the walkers, especially because he has a gun. So I'm praying for Michael's soul, and I'm just moving forward
You move
as much as I can.
about 50 feet. And you try to pick your arm up to drag yourself another foot. And you just can't. Your vision blinks black and then clarifies. Black and then clarifies. And then it goes dark. In that darkness, you feel a hand reach down and lift you up. And for a sweet, solitary second, you think you are being called into the kingdom of heaven.
Yep, that's exactly what I would think.
And then your vision clarifies one last time, and you see a woman, ebony skin, dragging you by both of your arms through the woods. She's speaking to you, but you can't hear. It's just, like the Peanuts parents from Charlie Brown. It's just noise. And then your vision goes dark again.
Yeah, I'm still holding. Do I have the journal? I have the journal, right?
You do, yeah. You would have put it in your pocket.
Yeah, and still holding the rosary.
We see a sudden break in the scene as it says present day at the bottom of the screen, as we see the group inside the house kind of have made their way up out of the basement. Sans Anna, Emily, and Tommy Mitchell. Who is going to take care of the walker, the demon, upstairs?
I think we said it was Poppy and the other guy. Sorry, Ivan, I forgot your son's name.
Oh, Arthur.
Arthur, that was it. I think it was Poppy and Arthur heading up the stairs because he made a comment last time about it takes the end of the world for him to care about other
That's right.
people.
You and Arthur slowly make your way up the stairs, the wood boards of the staircase creaking underfoot. He just says, "So, how many of these things have you killed?" Or I guess put down. I guess they're dead technically already.
Depends. Some days it seems like too much, too many. Some days it seems like not enough. How many have you killed?
A couple. You're
Well, both. Oh.
You're a doctor, right? Medical practitioner.
I am. I am.
Where you come from, are they all so cold behind the eyes, or is that just a you thing?
She stops. Poppy stops as she's like walking up the stairs and just looks over to him, just completely indifferent. I've seen a lot. Before all this happened, and especially after. You learn to know how you can deal with it. Otherwise, you end up not dealing with it. And then you end up dead.
Yeah.
I'm not cold behind the eyes. I just deal with what's in front of me. Like we're going to.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that look. Most of the women in Hollywood have it. I bet you've seen some shit. Nope.
How mean do I want to be? Hold on. Again, not just giving him just a blank face. Not. She's gonna put him. Do they give you that stare because they didn't give you the time of day?
Roll just straight empathy check. Empathy in this case, knowing how to really tear someone down.
I got a success in the stress dice.
You got a success.
Oh.
You can see that kind of faint smile that just always seems to be creeping along his face drops with a twitch. Yeah, all right. And he just turns and continues walking up the stairs.
Yep. Poppy's just gonna follow him up.
If this was Telltale, Arthur will remember that. You continue following him up, and you can hear the thumping against the upstairs bedroom door. As you can hear this walker trying to get out, trying to get to the noise that it hears. And you see Arthur says, "Alright, how do you want to play this? I open the door, you take it out. You open the door, I take it out."
What weapons does Arthur have again?
He was
'Cause
given
I've got
the
a
assault
spear.
rifle by his dad.
That was it. Okay. You open the door just a little bit. I'll try and jab through with my spear.
You got
And
it.
I say spear, it's a bunch of scalpels duct taped onto a metal pole. But it's, for all intents and purposes, a spear.
Hell yeah.
Open the door only a little bit. I'll just try and jab through.
Alright. Tell me when.
When?
You see he turns the knob, and slowly begins to creak open the door, and then steps back and fully throws it open. As the walker,
this bitch.
the
Okay.
walker comes stumbling out towards you. Go ahead and make a close combat roll for me, please.
Is this because I said he did. Is this because I hurt his feelings?
Hey.
I'll make a spear check.
Oh, yeah, your spear check, yeah. 2 successes. You weren't fully expecting the door to fly open, so there's a moment of hesitation as the walker stumbles out, and you lose distance to jab it as it fully kind of collapses down on top of you, pushing you onto the ground. You're using the haft of the spear as a muzzle, just like putting it in its mouth and like holding it back as it's like lashing at you and trying to like bite into you and get you. There's a moment where you take the haft as it's biting down on it and just pull down as the flesh along its jaw just tears and snaps and pulls off, and you take that moment to hit it with the bottom of the haft and then stab it through the head as it's trying to recover, and you just hear a as it goes limp to the side of you onto the floor, and you just hear Arthur go, that was pretty good work. My bad about the door.
Poppy just stands up really quickly. Sort of kicks the rest of the walker off her, and still just deadpan looks up, because I'm assuming, because Poppy's like 5'7", so I'm assuming he's taller than her.
Yeah, a little bit.
So she just sort of looks up to him and just stares into his eyes. Like, and she's not breaking eye contact. She's going to make him break eye contact first.
It doesn't take very long. A few seconds. He's like, I should get back to the
Asserting
others.
dominance, we see.
We're going to head back down to that little girl and her family now. We're going to get her the help that she needs.
Are we?
And the help that we all need. We're going to try.
Are you?
We can't, if we are going to make our way to Valdosta, might as well have a better chance of getting to Valdosta if we're in a bigger group. I can help that girl more if we have access to more medical equipment. The faster we get there, the faster I can help her. If we all get there.
Poppy, roll a manipulation check.
Okay. And can I also just double check, did Arthur click, or did he overhear what I told to Senator Buchanan last time about the little girl not lasting a week?
He was,
because of her injuries.
He was very near his father. He wasn't sitting right next to him, but he was close to him.
Okay. With that in mind, if there's a possibility that I could read on his face that he overheard, I'm just gonna, with the successful manipulation, Poppy's face softens for the first time as she just says to him, "There's not much I can do for her here, and the prognosis is not good. I won't lie about that. But if there's more help that I can get her, there's more help to be had out there. She wouldn't last long otherwise."
Well, I guess we better get a move on. And he begins to walk down the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, I'm wiping my spear off and following him right back down.
All right. Renee, Jim, Clayton, are you guys doing anything? You have David with you now. David Mitchell, who apparently is an actor. I didn't know.
Renee is
He's a
just
comedian.
Okay.
she's not really doing anything. She's doing what I said last session, just de-stressing by looking at that toy and remembering why she's doing this.
You got it.
Jim's just kind of leaned over, holding his ear. Or now, just an empty hole. It's just a hole.
It
on
is.
the
It's
side of his
it's
head.
bandaged, thankfully, but yeah.
Yeah. Man, that bitch stains.
Jim having been attacked by a zombie and losing his ear last session.
Yes.
What a way
You.
to start.
What a way to start. Uh. You three see Arthur and Poppy return. And you hear Arthur go, "All taken care of. Poppy almost got ate."
Mm-hmm.
Gonna look over Poppy real quick.
Man, she's fine. She just has a little bit of zombie blood and
Walker.
nastiness.
Walker.
Walker, whatever. God damn it.
Zombies don't exist in this universe, you ding dong. I'm so sorry.
That's toxic.
We're gonna need the equivalent of a zombie swear jar. Every time somebody uses the word zombie accidentally, we have to put a quid in.
Or we should create the word zombie in this universe, and then no one's at fault.
No.
No. Okay.
Y'all
No.
heard that Cranberry song? Zombie.
That's a cruel. It's a cruel world that song doesn't work.
Walkers,
It
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
that song
So-
doesn't exist.
I'm not gonna go off on a tangent, but I am upset about this information.
I know, right?
Your greatest hit was Linger.
Just,
Linger is a good song,
No,
Linger is a good
just replace it by Walker.
but that doesn't make
Fine.
sense because Walkers didn't
Makes
exist
sense, yeah.
before Walkers existed.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Now I'm gonna check when that song came out.
1990 something,
Something, yeah.
96. I want to say. I could be wrong.
I
though.
was gonna say 96.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Oh my god.
If anyone's listening still, I don't know why you would be.
94.
This happens often.
Yeah.
It was released on
94?
September 94. Yeah.
Wow.
I want to apologize. Almost like every
How?
single one of us has ADHD and is probably unmedicated.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've never had an ounce of medication in my life.
I got checked.
I'm autistic.
I got checked.
I don't
Oh,
panic.
we're clear. While they were away, I would have been ensuring that when we have to get out of here, they have things capable of carrying this much food. So I would have looked around the basement, and the upper floor for duffel bags, things like that, to ensure we can actually carry this shit out of here.
Yeah, all of their stuff has already been packed. Like, it didn't really get taken out of, their luggage and stuff. You get the sense that they probably thought about leaving, and then by the time they decided to, they just couldn't.
Got it. I look at Poppy. So are we ready? We'll hit up this bodega,
Yeah, I
find some
think so.
medicine. Then we'll go up to Lake Park, no?
Yes. They'll have more supplies there. But for now, the journey to the Dagger, we can just get what we need to get to Lake Park. And as Renee is sort of looking over Poppy, you said she was checking her. And Poppy's just gonna go, I'm fine, honestly. It's my own fault. I was careless.
I don't know.
I'm
You
fine.
just kind of sound a little different, like your accent just kind of swapped on us.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
get
She got hit in the head.
shit on.
Damn.
We are not reliving my terrible American Southern accent.
I
I
just
am
think
not
this one
inflicting
suits you
that.
better.
She got hit in the head. She sounds funny now.
I
She
didn't
sounds.
realize we were traveling around with a foreigner.
Not Robin
Naughty
roasting
dog.
you of all
That
people.
never happened.
I'm sorry.
I
Naughty
wasn't
dog, the Queen
expecting
of
it from
England.
Robin.
Uh-uh.
All right, as long as you're good, you're fit.
Fighting.
Hey, do you know Princess Diana?
Oh my god.
What?
I asked
She
her if
died
she was
like,
Princess
hold on,
Diana.
hold on, what year did Diana die again? If we're in
Yes.
2004,
No,
Way
she's
what year
before
did
Yeah,
this.
she
Diana
died
die?
in the
way before this.
90s.
Yeah, so
Way
Poppy
before
would
this.
be old enough to know her.
Either 90s or like early 2000s.
90s. It
90s.
was in the
Early
90s.
90s, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because I like. Nope, I'm not going on a tangent. We're being recorded. Hello there.
This happens every session. It's fine.
I don't know.
We just have to be ourselves. Doesn't matter if we're recording or not.
Okay, like I had this huge obsession with Princess Diana when I was a child, and I was so upset when she died. And now I'm an adult. I'm like, why was I so obsessed with this woman?
That's just royalty, baby. I don't know.
97.
97?
97 was when she
Damn. I
died.
thought she died sooner than that.
So
I was
Poppy would
negative
have been
one.
in med school then.
-1. I was
I was negative
5.
3.
Yeah.
Wow, I was 5 years old. I remember that shit.
I was in college.
Wow.
What?
I was in college.
Nice.
But then again, I got to college at 15, so.
Oh, okay, okay.
Now you know my age.
I don't. I still don't actually.
69. She's 69.
Yeah,
Nice.
69.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm actually an Eldritch Being. And
Yeah, I kind of actually accepted that when I first played with y'all. I was like, nah,
Yeah.
Leah is just an otherworldly being.
yeah, I'm an alien.
So you guys are back together. You have a location in mind. Are you going back to get the good Reverend and Lisa by the lake, or are you heading out
We
without
probably
them?
should. No,
Can't
we
wait
probably
out.
should.
I think
You
we
gonna
need
leave
to.
me alone
We
there?
can't just leave.
No.
Having,
We can't just
have-
leave them by the lake.
Yeah, we can. We can't.
like having
Uh,
my nightmare remembering memory thing.
It was a flashback.
Clay
Yeah.
would
That.
Clay would actually say that and say, one of us should go back and get the Reverend and what was her name? Lisa?
Lisa.
Yeah. And Lisa. We don't want them waiting out there. In fact, we could probably tell them to come here and they can keep an eye on the Mitchells.
Sounds good.
You don't want them
Um,
coming with us?
Maybe one of them. Probably the Reverend or Lisa. But the Reverend's got a bad leg. So I don't know. We'll have them decide who wants to come. But one of them should stay here.
I mean, I guess I can go and fetch them.
Be careful.
Always am.
Remember, there's still that one demon that's
Mm.
outside that's still alive.
Yeah, from our little game with the window.
That's
Wait,
at
what?
that's at the front
Out
of the house, not the back of the house.
Also, out of character, why one of us is staying back? I don't want my anchors to stay back. Hello?
I don't know that. What the fuck? I'm not doing mechanics here. I'm just playing like my
Okay.
character would play.
No, I'm clarifying. Why do we need someone to stay back out of character? Because I'm not part of the scene, so I can answer
So they can
accordingly
look
when
after this
I'm.
family so that they don't do either A,
Oh,
fuck shit, or
oh,
leave
okay.
without
So
us
they're
with the
not
food.
coming with us.
Yeah. Maybe
Are
the
they?
dad could. But I don't
Okay,
know.
never
Well,
mind.
well,
I'll
David,
figure it
David,
out.
David Mitchell is
Yeah, I
coming with you
think
guys.
Oh, that well, there we go. I
yeah,
didn't know
he's
that part.
showing us where the bodega is.
Yeah.
We're going to the bodega to get like immediate sort of pain
Oh, okay.
meds for his
No,
daughter
yeah, I
because
wasn't
her ankle
aware.
was still busted.
Yeah. I wasn't aware where you were going. I thought we were going back out because you got your shit, but you haven't got your shit yet.
We haven't
Okay.
gotten anything.
Oh, sorry, I'm a rabbit and I can't curse.
This is transactional. We need to get the medicine so we can get the food.
I know many reverends who
I
curse
know. I'm just
frequently like sailors, Leah.
yeah.
It's
But
hilarious.
yeah. Now I got it because I thought you guys had gotten your things and you were gonna get us to go back to our destination, but no, you're getting supplies first. Got it.
This is what happens when you
Yeah.
watch the Olympics
We're getting
while playing.
It's not about the Olympics.
Can I
It's
ask
about not
David a
being
real
part of the
fast
scene.
question?
What's
Oh,
up?
my bad. Can I ask him, is there like a different way of getting out of this house, like a side door,
Well, there's
or
there's the back door you guys came in.
I don't know, but there's like
No, there isn't.
there's a damn
The walkers are at the front of the
Walkers in
house.
front. Yeah.
The part of the house facing
Oh,
the street where all of them are.
my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought someone said that there was one in the back. All right, okay, I'm on one accord. I'm gonna skedaddle skadoodle.
Okay.
That
You.
was my bad, sorry.
No,
Got
that's fine.
mixed up.
You misremembered. They're at the front of the house. Where you guys tried killing them through the slats of wood, but kept fucking up.
Hey, it was a solid theory.
A game
It was
theory.
it was one of
I'm
the
blaming
attempts at all
I'm
times.
blaming Arthur.
He wasn't. Whatever.
That was Arthur's fault.
Oh, okay.
He walked into the table in the dark and made the noise to start off with.
He did drop the vase.
Yeah,
That's-
my boy catching strays, bro. He's
Bro.
just existing.
just for existence. It's because he's so pretty, dude.
It's because he's hot. Exactly.
Yeah.
He's got them Buchanan jeans.
It's all about that vase. About that vase.
Okay. You step outside, Renee, and you see that pond there at the back of the yard. And you can see from your kind of slightly raised elevation, the Reverend and Lisa just kind of sitting on the slant of like dirt that leads down to the water, having a bit of a conversation.
Yeah, I would have thought that the flashback came when I was like patting myself to see if the journal was still there.
Mhm.
And then the flashback came.
Yeah. The flashback was basically
I-
you telling Lisa how you you learned about Valdosta.
Yeah.
I would try to make it back as stealthily as I can.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
All right, cool. I don't know why I'm so nervous.
Okay.
Hey,
One success. You slowly creep along, look at the right, look at the left. You can hear the moaning and the groaning of the walkers at the front of the house. You can hear what sounds like nails on wood as they're just scraping at the wood boards, but have yet to be able to get inside. You slowly creep along to the top of the pond, at the edge of it, where it descends down towards the water. And you can see Lisa and the Reverend there, kind of in a deep conversation. Haven't really noticed you.
Reverend Lisa.
Oh, sorry, was kind of lost in thought. Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. We seem to have found a safe place to be at the moment. Found a family. Can fill you in later. There's
All
also
right.
like, yeah. I'm real bad at talking. Whoever's listening,
Well, um, might as well go. How
Mhm.
bad is it? There are too many demons out there.
Quite a bit. Got some attention inside. Walking around blind, stumbled. That author boy went and crashed one of them phases, and so they're kind of clawing at the window, but they haven't gotten in yet. But there's a safe entryway to get inside, at least.
Well, this is our reality. Might as well face it.
Hmm.
Mm, That's certainly one way to look at it, Reverend.
All right, let's try to be real quiet, like.
That is always a problem. Ever since the knee, haven't been the quietest person. Kind of hard
Have a
when you
little
have a.
faith, Reverend.
I always do.
Hmm.
Now, um, get up, uh, pat my clothing from having sat on, I don't know, herb, dirt, rocks, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Elise, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'll lead the way
Now,
stealthily.
I'll lead the way. I'll follow with a walking cane and the limp. Then you all
um,
know how I got it now.
yeah. Did you go into detail about what you guys found in the house, Renee?
I said I would explain when we get there.
Oh, okay, I missed that. Sorry.
My bad.
Um, you reach the back of the house. That dead walker still at the bottom of the steps from, the one that took off Jim Jones's ear.
Oh, as soon as I see that walker, I'll be like, "Oh, uh, Jimmy kind of got a new hole in his head. Still alive,
Oh,
just missing an ear."
no, he didn't really seem to listen much, anyways.
Renee's not supposed to be laughing at shit
Fucking
like that, but you're
oof.
making me laugh like that.
I mean, that's Lisa, dog.
The fuck, bro?
The end of the world doesn't mean it can't be funny. That shit's funny.
You step into the back of the house, and you can see from the light that filters in from outside, standing in that like tight hallway, ready to go, the rest of all of your group, as well as David Mitchell.
David, this is Reverend I forgot your
James
last name.
Caldwell.
James Caldwell. This is Lisa, part of our group.
Oh, Reverend, Lisa, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is
Brother.
David. He's gonna help us get into that pharmaceuticals.
Oh well, yeah, it's not really a pharmacy, but it has, medication. Should we be on our way? Are we? Is it all of us? This is a lot of people.
We shouldn't move all together. We'll draw too much attention. Let's see.
Besides, someone needs to probably be here to watch over your kids and wife.
I hear Arthur just go. I don't mind. I can stay. It's fine.
Of course you wouldn't.
Poppy just raises an eyebrow.
Jim, you good to move or your head hurt?
No, I can move.
All right, so we're going to a place to
Does
get
hurt, though.
medicine.
We're going to a bodega. See if it has any medicine in what it would be a pharmacy section.
There might also be some food and supplies, maybe some batteries.
All right,
Is
I'm
that-
not
is that like a
most dollar
CVS?
people, but I can help fend off walkers. You wouldn't say walkers. Demons, if they come around.
Is your
Alright.
leg good?
My leg's never good, son, but I'll do. I will do. I make do with what I have.
Funny calling me son when I'm several years older.
Sorry,
But
you're forced to have it.
uh-huh.
We're all. Like I'm. It. You're all my sons in the eyes of God. That's.
Nope, that's not how that works. But hey, look at it this way: both of you are old as fuck, and Arthur walks downstairs.
That's your real son, right? Shows.
I raised them.
It shows. And I'll just start
Holy
walking.
shit!
If I said that, to my
Oh,
mama, she would have washed my mouth out with soap.
Let's get moving. David, lead the way.
All right.
And I assume the people going are just the player characters. that's the only people going, unless Lisa's also going.
Lisa's not leaving the Reverend side.
No.
Yeah.
She is protective.
Do
Yep.
we think this group is too big?
I mean, you guys are the player characters, so I'm never gonna tell you no.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise you're just sitting around doing nothing, and you guys have already technically done that for an hour, so I'm not gonna make you do that again.
I
Yeah, this is perfect.
I don't know. It might just save one of our lives. Who knows?
I don't know.
All right.
We're already down one ear.
Yeah, one whole ear.
Yeah, and we got like 3 walkers. So who's really winning?
Yeah, right?
See,
What a
we
trade.
have 7 people in this group. That is 13 more ears to lose. We've got
Yeah.
plenty. It's fine. We have a surplus of ears.
Got ears for days.
Holy shit. As you guys step out, you do hear, as like the last of you step out and close the door, David just takes a minute, kind of like his hands on his hip, just kind of looking at the ground, and just goes, I didn't want to say it in front of Anna, but, the bodega was a bit of a military outpost for a couple of days. When I ventured over there a couple of weeks ago, there was an ocean of walkers. When we get close, we're gonna need to probably break off into smaller groups if we have any chance. The bodega itself probably has not been touched because of them. But also, probably neither has the military items.
Right, they wouldn't care about that.
Well,
Alright.
I mean more so because of looters and other survivors. It's too dangerous. A group this size, maybe we can do it.
So it's a high risk, high reward situation here.
What you're saying is that you didn't do anything because you were alone, but you're counting on us to help you out.
I mean, now it would benefit all of us.
Right. Yeah, no. I'm just
I
trying
just
to understand.
I didn't want to give all
Oh.
the details in front of my wife because she wouldn't have me leaving.
Right.
She'd
Also,
worry too
Reverend,
bad.
we kind of have a deal with this guy. He's gonna give us some food.
That's fine.
There might even be a vehicle.
It's a
Maybe.
good plan. When we get close, let's split up.
All right.
I'll look at Lisa. I have my group. We kind of go together, but if anyone wants to come with us, you're more than welcome. Whatever group we decide.
You see, Lisa just looks at you and like tightens her grip on her fire axe and just shrugs and says, Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed,
know.
for I am your God.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but you're definitely my angel.
She smiles at you as
Ooh.
David continues to move.
I'll go with Mr. Mitchell
Alright.
once we get close.
Arthur obviously gave you your assault rifle back.
Yes.
Or who knows? Maybe he kept it. Maybe he said, "Fuck that guy. Fuck you."
I mean, roll a dice. It'd be funny.
No, he gave it back. Amazing. You guys follow David as he ventures behind the suburban homes out of sight of the main kind of cul-de-sac road until eventually you reach the final house and have to walk around the side of it, reaching a sidewalk on the road, and you can see a four-way intersection. The one to the right leads to another dead-end cul-de-sac with more homes, and the one straight ahead and to the left leads elsewhere. He continues following straight on, keeping his head on a swivel, his little ball peen hammer in one hand, just kind of keeping an eye out best he can. Anyone doing anything as you're following him?
I'd like to keep an eye out for them demons, I guess we're calling them.
Them demons. Go ahead and give me
We decided that the Reverend actually named him, so I incorporated it into the flashback.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a scout check, Renee.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's all cool.
Okay. The noises of the demons are a constant, but you don't see any currently that could suddenly encroach on your space and harm you. Yes, Georgia, your hands up.
I just wanted, as we're sort of moving along, Poppy's gonna sidle up next to Jim, and she's just gonna be checking on his bandages, checking his ear, making sure he is okay to be coming out with us. That he's, I'm just trying to check in with him, making sure he's okay. He's not too stressed out. He's not gonna have an episode. But on the down low, kind of.
Also, now gonna become a zombo.
Yeah, that too. No, he wasn't bitten on the ear. He was literally ripped off.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, oh, God.
It wasn't bitten off.
I guess that counts as amputation. So, oof.
Oof.
Man, that'd be the worst way to go. Yeah. I got bit on the ear and now I'm a fucking zombie.
And now I'm a fucking zombie. There's a tiny little nibble on the ear.
Hey, little mama, let me nibble on your ear. Kind of beat.
Okay. Wow.
All right. You're getting the bad hammer.
You're done.
Understandable.
You're done. You're done. Beautiful. Yeah, you don't see anything. Jim Jones, how you feeling?
Well, my ear, it hurts a little bit. It stings pretty bad, but I've been through worse.
Okay. Don't feel any episodes coming on?
No, I don't think so.
You see Poppy
just
kind of like walking backwards, just examining your eyes and your ear and everything.
No need to fuss over me. I've been through worse.
Worse than getting an ear ripped off?
Well, I've been tased by the police a few times. That hurts pretty good. What? Don't
you're
look
not
at me
gonna have
like
to go
that.
through worse while I'm here.
No, I'll be fine. Don't you worry about old Jim.
You just stick close, all right?
Well, The day I let a woman tell me what. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
What if he's that type of guy? Just out of nowhere.
Oh, it's discovered like his MS. I caught him.
Oh shit. He's a misogynist. Fuck him.
Oh no, ain't no need to be that nice to me. I'll be all right.
Right now, you're a patient. I'm nice to all my patients.
Oh, well, that just kind of makes it worse. Cause now you're nice because you have to be.
Okay.
I felt that on a spiritual level, puppy. The stare, the reconsideration,
A silent
the
sigh.
sigh.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm not being difficult. I mean, he takes a look around, and
You're not.
I think the time for pleasantries have passed. I mean, thanks for being nice. Don't get me wrong. Before 3 months ago, people weren't that nice to me, but everything's different now.
I'm being nice because you're my patient and because I want to be. How about that?
Okay. I guess I can live with that.
You hear David kind of
Leah does have her hand up.
oh yes, Leah.
I do have my hand up. It wasn't a mistake. Do I still keep the stress though it was a flashback?
No.
Okay. Then I have to remove it.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I still had one on my character sheet.
That stress would have went away a long time ago.
Yeah. That's what I thought, but had to verify it. Anyway, go ahead.
David kind of makes this like low noise to get all of your attention, and just puts a hand up as he nods down the street that you're currently walking along. You can see downed power lines. You can see what looks to be a 4-door sedan crashed into one of the power poles, and it's broken in half, only being kept suspended by the taut power lines that connects it to other power poles. You can see dozens of walkers, dozens upon dozens. You can see small military like sandbag barricades set up. You can see tents. You can see what looks to be a Humvee. You can see at the back of this corner store, what you can only assume is the bodega, you can see what looks to be the tail end of a helicopter poking up out of the roof, almost as if a helicopter crashed into either this building or a building behind it at some point. David just goes quietly, "Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty bad. But I think if we try to tackle it from several different sources, we'll have a better chance of getting in there."
Would there be anything useful in a helicopter?
I mean, if the pilot was armed, there'd be a gun. There's probably a first aid kit, typically in helicopters. There might be some like electronics that didn't burn up.
I'll put that in the back of my mind for now. And Clay will look at David. Okay, how should we split up?
You know, I was thinking, I'm pretty fast. I'm pretty mobile. I can plow through some people pretty easy. We established last session that he used to play for the Atlanta Falcons, okay? He is a big guy. Get your mind out of the
Was
gutter
that-
for
was
2
that Perry?
seconds.
That was Jim Jones.
Was that
Jim.
That was
Kerry or was that
scary.
Jim?
That was scary. That was
Yes.
fucking scary.
Yes.
That was both.
Porque no los dos, okay?
That was in character. The fuck.
But he continues, he says, maybe, one of them cars still has a little bit of power, might have an alarm. I could try and get their attention, draw them away from the front of the bodega.
That might not be a bad idea.
Mechanically speaking, what sort of swarm size are we looking at here?
That's a great question. Mechanically speaking, let me pull up my notes that I should have already had pulled up. Hold, please.
Why do you suck so bad?
I know,
Right.
dude. I mean, I suck so good, but...
So they say.
So, well, I mean, unless they're lying to me.
Well, I mean, I could probably do pull-ups off that thing.
Jesus Christ.
And this video is now age gated.
It's now age restricted. I mean, it was already
He's
age
really-
restricted.
He's a good foot taller than I am, so that's the joke.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, he's got a big penis. But
I hate it here.
Congratulations, Tim. We have ruined your recording.
Yep.
Yep. Well, he
Yep.
knew what he was
You're
signing up for. He knew it.
Did he?
you can just edit it out.
I mean,
I'm not editing this shit.
yeah, edit on post production.
out.
I'm not editing this shit. I don't. Fuck, where the fuck do I find this swarm shit? Hang on.
Oh, now we got him swearing.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make
No, it's
anything
a
complicated.
very
I just wanted to
good
know.
question, actually.
Oh, it's an incredibly good question. I
Good
should have
job,
already.
Avril Lavigne.
Because back in that little neighborhood, we had like a danger level 1. This might
Page
be
seven- Page 79.
I should have already had this pulled up. Okay.
That's where the threat levels are. Page 79.
What chapter is that in?
5.
Okay, that's a much easier way for me to find it.
Okay.
I mean, I say that, and yet. All right. Beautiful. This would be a swarm size 2. No, this would be a swarm size 3, actually. Sorry.
Oh shit. Okay.
Ugh. Out of
So
Out of 6.
6. So
Oh.
that's either 21 to
21 to 50. Yeah.
21.
21. The threat level, because they're currently not aware that you're here, they don't know you yet, is a 1. There are walkers around, but they haven't noticed you.
Can we see the bodega from here?
You can actually. You can see a collection of buildings. The one most prominent at the corner of Maple Street and Pine Avenue you see is Tony's Deli, and that seems to be the main shop here. Looks to be more of a general store than just a deli.
Got it.
There you go.
Well, if we can, maybe we can hit the deli over there too. You know,
Hey,
that
Tony with the
salami.
fresh cuts.
That salami is probably cured, so it might still be good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but that is definitely where we're gonna have to get into. Y'all can either wait for me to see if one of these cars has an alarm, or we can come up with another plan. I don't know.
Car alarm seems
I mean, we
good.
might be lucky and the back door's unlocked. You know, these things, when I've been watching them, they can't seem to turn a knob. They just kind of shuffle around.
Or you'd still have to go through them to get to the back door, so...
Well, all right.
Shit, which one of us is the best fighter?
Me.
Hmm.
What
Is
Dave?
Uncle-
What?
my-
Just to let you know,
Also-
what David Mitchell is recommending, or like what the plan he's putting forth, is strictly mobility, is what he.
Oh, then no. Then
I
I
am
don't
very
recommend
good.
that.
I'm
Mobility
as good as
0,
mobility as I am in close combat.
Yeah. My
which is
strength
what, 0?
is my best, like my second best stat. So close combat. Agility is not. For obvious reasons. I limp and I use a walking cane.
Mobility 0 over here.
I
Mine's
got a-
I
2.
also have mobility.
Uh-oh.
Did she cut
I
out for
have
everybody
Yeah.
else?
overall agility 3. Oh, sorry. I have overall agility 3, but mobility is at 0.
So you'd roll 3 die.
Jim?
My mobility is 2.
What's your agility?
3.
So
Then
5.
Get your ass out there.
All right, hang on. Let me.
I'll look over to Jim and just be like, Jim, you're probably the fastest one here. Go with him.
All right.
So they're running from the tasers. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, lady.
All right.
I mean,
Well, Jim, you ready?
Hey, as ready as I'll ever be.
Tin Set Hut. And he takes off. Give me your mobility check.
Was that a football joke?
Oh, well. Yes, it was. He also rolls 5 dice.
Holy fuck.
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh god. Push.
Hell yeah.
Push.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
already
to.
stressed.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, well.
We're good. Who's fastest?
I've not seen it yet.
He has 1 success out of 7 die.
Yep.
Okay.
2 of the 7 die are stress die.
Yep.
Yep.
You didn't fail any of those. We're good for now.
We're good for now.
Now,
This is biting well, guys.
He succeeded on the stress die. Which I don't know if it does anything.
incidentally.
No. Because I succeeded on my flashback on the stress die, and that's what Tim was explaining.
Yeah, no,
It's
a
only bad.
success on the stress die is just a success.
Yeah. The fail is the problem.
Double the chance.
You and David sprint off, ducking and dodging and weaving between the walkers before they even have a chance to notice you. You push past David much more kind of lithe and nimble than he is, whereas he's just kind of brute force. You push past, ducking and weaving, moving as quickly as you can before the walkers have a chance to react. David unfortunately plows through like 3 of them, and it slows him down substantially as those 3 grab onto him and kind of holds him back. Are you gonna keep running, Jim, or are you gonna stop?
I feel like Jim's decent enough person to where he'd try and help David.
Okay. How are you helping?
I'm gonna stab at him.
All right, give me a weapon check.
Hell yeah. Hey, question.
Hmm.
While we're on the subject, so what happens now that I have 2 stress die? Dice. What would happen if I got failures on both of them? Is it extra bad or just?
It's extra bad.
No, you can only fuck up. There isn't a super fuck up. Like you, yeah.
It's a good thing.
There's a new level of fuck up.
There's a new level of fuck up, and his name
Just
is
for
Tim.
you, Terry.
Did you say spear or close combat?
This would be spear because you get a bonus with your weapons.
Okay.
Gary, your hand is still up.
Hey.
Amazing. You managed to take out 2 of the walkers with quick ease, flink, flink, just stabbing into both of their brains as Nice. Also 2 successes. David brings the hammer around and cracks the skull of the other one, grabbing it by its clothing that it's wearing, by its army fatigues, and just using its body to continue ramming through the rest of the bodies before tossing it aside. You and him now on the other side of the massive sea of walkers.
Can I take a look and see how much attention that attracted?
It attracted a good bit of attention, but not enough. It didn't attract all of them. It only attracted maybe like 5 or 6.
Okay.
You see David kind of breathing heavily. You see his flannel shirt's kind of ripped on the sleeve. And he just looks at you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, they got a pretty good grip. And then he points to his ear. Or where his ear was.
You see he winces. Alright, let's see if this car still has some power left in it. You see he moves over to it. Give me a scout check, Jim.
Alrighty.
Okay. You step up to the car, looking kind of through the window. The back windshield is cracked, but it's not fully broken in from where the car spun and then hit the power pole. As you peek in, you almost get jump scared as you see still strapped into a seatbelt in the driver's side a walker that just begins to claw at the window as it notices you standing there, just scraping at the glass.
Does David see it as well?
He does, yeah. He kind of like jumps back as well, like.
Just a different one.
Well, with your success, you do see that the light on the radio display is still on.
Ooh. Wow. And it's strapped in, you said?
It is. It's strapped in the seatbelt.
Well, you get the door, I'll stab him in the head.
Sounds good.
And, they ain't smart enough to get out of that, so that's good for us, I guess.
He just kind of steps to the side and grabs the door and slowly opens it as the walker begins to lunge at you, but it's not going anywhere because it's strapped to the seatbelt still.
Would you like me to make an attack?
Yes, please make a weapon attack.
Okay.
Whoa.
Amazing.
Huh.
You stab through the skull of the walker, and as you push your weapon through, you hear a heart-wrenching snap as your spear breaks.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh shit! Because you messed up.
Oh, god damn it, shit. Well,
What was the spear get? A broom handle? What was
yeah, it's a broom handle, yeah.
it?
Well, can't be helped right now.
It can't. The zombie is dead. As David goes, well, that's the walker. As he goes, that's a hell of a thing, but at least it's dead. You know anything about hot wiring cars or anything?
Maybe if it's an older car?
This would be tech, is what this would be.
Let me see. Well, I mean, I did run with the wrong crowd for a little bit, but I watched them do it a couple of times. I don't know if I could duplicate it.
He nods as you say that. As you see, there's like 5 or 6 walkers kind of getting closer. And he just goes, "Well, it's now or never, Jim."
Now or never, yeah. Just gonna lean across the now neutralized demon.
Go ahead and give me a tech check. It's 2 successes. You pop the wiring from the car, from the interior panel, and begin to disconnect a few wires. And over the course of about 2 minutes, as you begin to like feel David like tugging at your collar as those 6 zombies are now dangerously close, you get 2 more wires connected, and you just hear as the electricity arcs between the 2, and all of you hear Pollo. You hear Pollo.
Sorry, my internet got disconnected for a second.
All of you hear suddenly erupting from this vehicle an abrasively loud car alarm that immediately cuts through the silence, and all of the walkers immediately turn and like shamble in the direction of it. As David kind of like pulls you by the back collar just as those 6 zombies collapse into the open doorway, kind of pulling you away, Jim. And he just goes, "All right, we're going to need to try and circle around to get back to your friends."
As soon as we see a clear path to the deli,
Mhm.
because of this noise, we're moving, or at least Clay's moving.
Yeah. Are the rest of you moving with him?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. As soon as the path is clear, yeah.
And I'll signal if I see them, David and Jim, to don't bother running back to us. We're going. We're just gonna go.
Yeah, you see them like they're like backing up still, trying to get away from the now encroaching swarm of zombies or walkers. God damn it! At least I caught it that time. You all rush forward, to the front doors of the bodega. You go to push the door. It's barricaded.
Ah, shit.
As in it's locked, or it's barricaded, like physically blocked by something on the other side.
It gives, so you definitely know it's not locked. It is barricaded by something on the other side.
All right, we're gonna need a big push. The car alarm is still going, so they should be distracted. We can make a little bit of noise to get in.
This will be force, whoever wishes to roll that.
Oh,
Mine is a +1.
I would roll 4 dice, which isn't bad.
I would roll 5, but so would
uh,
Renee.
I would only roll 2.
let me take over this, Reverend.
Right. Well, good luck.
All right, pull up my sleeves. Okay.
Okay. You pull up your sleeves, put both hands on the put both hands on the glass door that leads in, and just push. You hear something scrape on the interior of this space as the doors get shoved open. You see 3 or 4 pallets, and as well as a drink cooler just falls over. You hear something shatter from the drink container, but the door is now open. You all climb up over the barricade into the interior. It is pitch dark. All the windows are blocked off, but there doesn't seem to be any signs of actual walker activity inside here. You see, as soon as you step in, on the interior, the cash register has been smashed open. Is the first thing you notice. Whether it was by the owner before they got out, or maybe a soldier who figured they'd take some money with them. You don't know. But you can see the counter itself is littered with coins and small bills. Behind the counter, you see a cork board with various notices and missing person flyers, as well as like a few help wanted tags with phone numbers on them. You can see aisles are displayed out, some in disarray, some still standing. And you can see behind the counter what looks to be a doorway that leads maybe into a back office, into the receiving area. But to the left, through the aisles in disarray, you can see the deli counter. What are you guys doing?
Immediately closing the door.
Yes.
Um,
You immediately close the door
Wait,
and
does
you
that
see...
lock- That's not.
Hmm?
We're not locking David and Jim out, are we?
no. I assume they got here by now.
No,
Are
they
in
haven't.
there?
No,
Oh,
they're not
okay.
there.
Oh, then no, I would wait for them to come in.
Oh, they're gonna be a minute. They gotta get around the swarm.
Then yeah, I would hold the door open until they get here. Hopefully no, and if any walker comes our way, we'll deal with it. But it should be less than whatever is going towards the cars right now.
Okay.
Could I also stay behind with him just to, like,
Yeah,
you know,
both of
if
you
a
stand
curious
at the
walker,
entrance.
yeah, I'll shovel any curious walkers that go through.
Alright, so you two stand guard, waiting for David and Jim. Poppy, Reverend, are you guys doing anything?
So we're inside now
Mhm.
and keeping the door.
Two of
Looking
them,
around.
Clayton and Renee, are at the door waiting for Jim and David.
Waiting for Jim and looking around. Is there like any sign of who would have barricaded or like locked the door? Like, is this sign of life?
There is no sign of life, but there's also no sign of walkers either. So
Okay. I'll pet Lisa and look at at Pop. Is like, better look around to see what we can find. No time
Yeah.
to waste.
Poppy is. Yeah, Poppy just nods and she's already making a beeline for whatever, like, medical counter they had. If there's any sort of, like, tablets or. We had this argument last week where we argued about the difference between paracetamol, ibuprofen, and then Advil and Tylenol. I don't know which is which.
I had
I
no
don't know.
argument. We
No,
argued
no.
over someone pronouncing it incorrectly.
The way you pronounced it, it wasn't the difference. Because you said ibuprofen or
it's
no. How did you say it?
ibuprofen. Ibuprofen.
I don't remember. You said it.
She said it. She said it how you said it originally, Leah.
Yes,
Yeah.
ibuprofen. That's how you said it, and then I yelled because those motherfuckers. Sorry, I'm a priest. Keep on. Go.
Yes, yeah, nagging you because you
miss.
you mispronounced things and we didn't do the Georgia. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But we're not gonna rehash it. Poppy, give me a survival check.
Survival, okay. Oh, why would my laptop now choose now to be so?
It just wants to be a little sassy.
This truck is a trucking on. Give me a second. Oh boy.
You're gonna have to give her an hour or so.
There we go. There we go. Now it's clicked through. I won't be able to see what the result is yet, but I've clicked it.
Holy
I
shit.
don't see anything.
This is what happens when you play on a Playmate laptop.
A playmate.
I have I have one
Oh,
laptop,
there it goes.
and it is
There you
she is
go.
doing good.
One success
Hey,
on the stress die. Oh,
Yeah,
and
oh,
there's another one.
Oh,
And
oh,
there's another one.
there's another one.
Incredible.
Man, clicked it 3 times.
I got click happy.
Yeah, we see that.
I've still not seen what I've gotten so far. Oh, now it's rolled. Now it has rolled.
Yeah. You, Poppy, begin to look around, look through the aisles until you find the counter, the shelf where, you know, first aid kit would be, where that you can purchase, where bandages would be, painkillers, antibiotics, you know, stuff like that. But it's empty. But what you do notice is that there's dried blood smeared on the shelf, and what looks to be a small trail of blood, like a streak of blood, creating a trail that leads behind the counter towards that back storage room door. The blood smear trail is in a way to where you think someone was limping on a leg they could barely move.
Okay, I point out the trail to, was it the Reverend, and who else was with me here now? It was
Lisa.
Renee? No, Renee was by the door.
Lisa.
Lisa. I
Because
point,
where I go, she goes.
I point out the trail to the two of them, and I think somebody might be behind that door still. Not entirely sure. But they've got what we need.
All right. Well, if that comes to that, I'll talk. And then you will
Is the blood
you'll take a deep breath
is the blood
because
long dried?
Oh yeah, it's dry.
you will take a deep breath because he just remembered the last time he tried to help someone, he got shot in the knee. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that memory is very fresh.
Lisa tightens her grip on her fire axe and just goes, "Well, if Reverend, if you want, I can take point."
Right. Just don't. Let's see what this is about first. I know. I
No
know.
offense, Reverend. The that blood's old. They're
The
either one of
person's
your
dead.
demons,
Well, if it's
or
a
they're not
demon,
there anymore.
if it's a demon, a walking cane to the head seems to work out, or an axe to the face. If it's a person who's dead, well, we'll see. You know, this is hard. Let's just go.
Yeah.
And he stops that because he was about to say, well, you just smashed the head on a body, and that's like defiling a person's body, and that's still hard for him to have to deal with as in the reality.
You see Lisa kind of very gingerly pushes the door open. It's just one that freely kind of opens. You don't have to turn a knob or anything. And as she pushes it open, the pitch black back room storage area, receiving area where stock is stored, opens up, and it's very much less chaotic than the front, though it's clear that people have been through it. There are a few unopened boxes, and you can see a number of shelves where it looks like things should be stored, but they're empty. You see Lisa kind of shrugs and looks back over her shoulder. Well, looks all clear. Let's see if there's anything to be had.
You said it's dark in there?
Well, yeah, there's no power.
Okay. I'm going to before we walk into the dark room, I just want to take my spear and just bang it against one of the shelves or against the floor just to make a couple of thud sounds, and I just want to see if anything reacts to the noise in the darkness.
Ting, 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 ting. A few moments pass.
Oh shit!
You begin to hear a walker.
God damn. Sorry, Lord.
All right, maybe it ain't clear.
No, it ain't clear. I'll get
Okay,
my walking
well,
cane.
a doorway's easier to defend than a dark hallway round a corner. And as whatever
A few
can we
moments pass, and you still hear it, but then you begin to hear a second noise as well, fainter. This like very faint thud, and like something creaking, like a wire that has a great weight on it.
But do we hear the zombo noises or
Yeah, you still hear that.
both two or just one?
Just one.
And this chain thing noise?
Yeah, you hear like a
Bang.
very faint
a
thud,
wire with a
and it sounds like a like there's a great weight on a wire. That's like the creaking sound you hear,
Okay.
and like a faint thud, as well as the zombie noise.
Maybe
hell is
like
that?
the zombie is chained like we saw outside? I don't know. I'm gripping my walking cane, just making sure that it's swingable.
Are we? Is the? Can we hear the walker getting closer to us, or is it
Nope,
seems stationary?
it seems stationary.
Okay. Last session we came across torches, but the batteries were burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have the torches with us?
Yeah, you still have them.
Have we come across the shelf with the batteries on in the bodega,
Um,
or is that also empty?
You kind of take a moment and look, just kind of writing off your last success. I'll give it to you. You don't see any batteries, but you look over your shoulder and you see behind the counter near the cash register, the small section with the packs of cigarettes, which is mostly still full of packs of cigarettes. But you also see a small counter display with little lighters on it.
Poppy's grabbing a couple of lighters, shoving a couple in her pocket, and then taking one out.
Yeah, you hear Lisa go,
And
yeah, that's a great idea. And she grabs like 5 packs of cigarettes and shoves them into her pocket.
oh, she grabs the cigarettes.
Oh man.
Well, if we find somebody else, we can trade them.
Yeah, right.
Although,
Trade them for sure.
probably not. Yeah.
Just to check
Yeah,
back in with the
Poppy's
other
gonna.
two, it's been about 8 or 9 minutes at this point, and David and Jim has not returned. The
Where the
alarm
hell
is
are they?
the alarm is still going off, but you do hear that it's getting weaker, like the battery is dying.
Shit.
Renee, we gotta close this door. Battery's about to die on that car. I haven't seen them. If they come, they'll knock. But for now, we can't just keep holding it open.
Uh, let, let me go. Let me go check on them.
Don't. You can't go out there. The moment that battery dies, they're gonna start scuffling for any noise they hear.
I know. Just can't leave them out there.
We won't leave him out there. I'll stand by the door. But for our safety, it has to be closed.
You can close it behind me, and I'm gonna squeeze on out.
You gonna step out?
Mm-hmm.
Close the door. Fuck.
Okay. You close the door behind Renee as she steps out. You still hear the boom, boom, boom of the alarm to your right down the street. And you see that swarm of easily 30, 40 walkers just clawing at the car. You see a few have like fallen onto the hood and like have started like crawling up the windshield and just like clawing at it. You look right past the car. You look to the left. You look down the street where you guys came from the Mitchell's home. You do not see David or Jim anywhere.
All right. First and foremost, I'm gonna try to find some way to stealth my way. And I don't know if this is gonna make much sense. I'm gonna try to get into the mind of two weird white men.
Okay.
Where would
Okay.
they go after?
There is no couch
There you go.
around, so
Wow.
yeah.
Try to figure
Yeah.
out where's the most logical place they might go if they're jeopardized.
Give me a stealth check to start off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to push that.
Okay, sure. All right. 3 successes. You easily can kind of obfuscate yourself from the walkers who are deeply distracted by this obnoxiously loud blaring. You take a moment, kind of crouching, looking to the left, looking back to the right. Logically, as the swarm was moving in their direction, they would have backpedaled away. They wouldn't have moved toward it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right, I'm gonna try to stealth my way in the direction where I believe they would have backpedaled. Like, ooh, Renee might die. Who knows? Oh,
okay.
but she just can't willingly let them go.
You easily skirt past the swarm. And you move past the car, looking to the left of the street towards, a bit of the grass that is to the left. Just to see if there's like any tracks, any sign. Go ahead and give me a scout check. You continue moving forward. You get almost to the end of the street. Quite a distance away from the bodega. And you look to the left, where another street from another suburban neighborhood connects here to this bodega street. You look to the right, where that road continues out of this area, out of this neighborhood. And you look down at the ground. and you see tire marks on the ground and fresh oil that has spilled.
Oh shit.
We flash for a moment as we see speeding down a highway a large armored vehicle. We push through the exterior of the vehicle into the back of it, and we see 4 heavily kitted out, masked individuals. All of them currently holding assault rifles. We see where's that at? Hold, please.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line.
Please stay on the line. Each of
That's my
them
alarm.
on their body armor has a crudely drawn, like, spray painted symbol on it. That looks like this.
Oh,
Illuminati.
Oh boy, that's fun.
And we see
That's not
on the floor, hooded and bound together, Jim Jones and David Mitchell,
Fuck.
having been abducted. Or maybe rescued. Who knows?
I rescue all my people by bonding and tying their wrists and putting a hood on their head.
it's what we call a forceful rescue.
Yeah. We're trying to save you.
We cut back to Renee as she's knelt in the road. You feel that oil on your fingertips, still warm, still wet. It's a terrible combination of words with this group.
Yep.
Yep.
Supple.
Oh, God.
Breedable.
Moist.
And as you're kind of wiping it
innocent.
away, Renee,
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
you hear the car alarm go off. The battery dies.
Mm-hmm.
And you're here alone by yourself. And our screen goes black. And at the bottom of it, we see 3 months earlier. We fade in to Renee. Oddly enough, kind of the same level of disheveledness that she shows in the apocalypse. Sitting behind the wheel of her car in traffic, listening to the radio. There's been so much news lately, it's been driving you nuts. You switch between a couple of channels until you find actual music. And you look up, seeing if any of the cars ahead of you are moving. They're not. This is the kind of traffic you're gonna have to deal with all the way to Atlanta. It's gonna be very obnoxious. The music fades again. And you hear that loud, obnoxious alert system that anyone who has ever listened to the radio is well familiar with. and you can't thank Renee, but what now? And it goes off for a moment. And then you hear someone come across the radio, and they say, "We interrupt your regularly scheduled program with your local DJ to bring you a broadcast message from the President of the United States of America."
Oh, this guy.
And that's where we'll pick up next session.
Damn. We had
Oh
everything,
my
y'all.
god.
Okay. My question is:
Mm-hmm.
Is Carrie being abducted because he no longer will be able to play with us?
Correct.
I mean, I'm gonna come back eventually.
He will eventually come back, and when he does, we will figure out what he's been up to.
Yeah.
I was like, you can just kill him.
No.
No.
Because I know
don't
he
think
said
he
he
will.
wouldn't be able to be on my game, so that's what I figured.
Mhm.
And
See, I didn't know that, but at the same time, it's just something Renee would do. Something about Jimmy just endeared her to him. She just,
Same.
she's like, because she would have usually agreed with Clayton. She's like very self-preservation kind of person, but it's Jimmy. He already lost an ear.
what I don't like Jim, I don't care much, but David, I mean,
He's
I'm
a Leah.
joking, Carrie. But no, it's mostly like, how are we gonna tell the family that we lost their husband?
True.
You know?
Well,
Also-
maybe Poppy will grow a heart now and actually want to take these people with us. Now that their father's gone.
But there is one thing to
Okay,
remember.
it is not that
Established.
Poppy doesn't have a heart.
Mhm.
Established last session. David mentioned that his mom was a medical professor at the Valdosta State University.
Valdosta. So we should take the mom and child and help
If his mom is still alive.
If his
Yeah.
mom is still alive, correct. Anyways, we're still recording. Goodbye, internet.
Bye.
Oh, bye.